Hey everyone, Josh here from Fresh Start Customs, and today we're going to be going over the new Glowforge interface. So if you open up app.glowforge.com, you can see in the top right corner you're going to have this giant yellow circle here. It has like a diamond and then it says trial. That's just their premium version. It's not going to be called diamond version. So that's their premium version that they're giving out for beta for everybody. So keep in mind that this is going to be buggy. It is a beta. So let's go ahead and get started here, and I'll show you some of these new features. So before, in the left-hand side here, this create button used to be upload. That's how you would upload a design. Now you can click create, and it'll do this drop-down window with a new blank design. You can upload a file or image capture your trace image on your Glowforge camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a new blank feature or a new blank design to show off these features here. So let's go ahead and show you this. First off, let's point off a couple things that you're gonna notice off the bat. Obviously, this entire bar right here is completely different looking. It's white now instead of greenish blue. And then you have your plus and minus zoom feature here instead of the upload button right here. So I'm going to show you guys how to upload here in just a second, but I want to point out some of the things that are the same. As you can see, this entire top bar, except for that diamond trial, is all the same. And the way that you upload or choose your material type is the same. So you'll just click on unknown here like you did before, and then you'll be able to choose your material type from this list just like before. You can type in proof grade materials here, or use uncertified materials and type in your material thickness. Also, if you don't want to type in the thickness, you'll do it just like before with these three dots all the way over here and click set focus. So that's the same. All of the actual settings are going to be the same too. For this example, I'm just going to click thick maple. And then now let's go ahead and show you guys how to upload a design, because that's going to be one of the major questions that I get often. So you're going to click this plus button. As you can see, I was messing around with this earlier. This is the new graphics system. That's not how you upload your design, obviously, but if you want to upload your own design that you made, you'll click the plus button. Let me just clear out the word house here for right now. This is what it'll look like when you first open this up. You can click upload right here, and then you choose your own files right from here. So I'm not going to upload my own file right now, just to keep this video short and sweet and to the point. So right here's the new graphics thing here. Now that I showed you how to upload, you can trace from the Glowforge here still as well. But this is where you upload graphics at. So this is their new graphic feature. I'm going to just type in house like I did before, and then I'm going to hit search. And as you can see here, this is the images that it gives you. From this, just a quick point out where they're getting all these images from. I believe they're getting them from the Noun project here. This is a website that you can get all these images for free for personal use, but you'd have to pay for commercial use. So you can either pay for it through Noun Project or through Glowforge, but you might as well do it through Glowforge because you're getting all these other premium features, which Glowforge had to make some kind of deal, I would assume, to get use of these. So that's just a fun tip there that I wanted to point out to you guys. So if you ever want to just use this for personal use, whenever this becomes a paid feature and you don't want to pay for this other stuff, you can still use all of these icons from the Noun project for personal use. So anyways, let's go ahead and upload a house here. I'm going to just choose like this house. And as you can see right here, it is uploading or adding artwork. And you've got your artwork added here. So there's the nice little house that I added. And then let's move to their next feature. This is your add line, like a cut line. So you can add in a cut, or technically this could be a score line, a circle, a square, or a line. I'm going to just choose circle and just use this for an example to make a token really quick. So right there is a circle around a house. and you got a quick, easy token that you could make, or a coin, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, over here, all of these are the same. So you can choose cut, score, or technically you can do a full engrave of that circle if you wanted to. And then you can change all your settings just like before. So all of this on the left is the same. And then let's move to the next feature here is going to be your text. So you can add text. It's going to give you this text box. You're going to be able to add your text here. I'm just going to add the word house. And then you can choose your font from the list. I'm going to just choose this font for random because they got like 900 fonts in there from what that pop-up originally said when you first log in. And then I'm going to just bring this over and make this a little bit bigger. And as you can see, I'm going to just drop that right there. Obviously, that ain't the best font in the world that I should choose. But there's a quick, easy token with text, a cutout circle, and a house. That way you don't have to do any design work at all for this. Obviously, you won't be able to get too technical with all of these little images. I mean, if you put in a lot of work to edit them all together, maybe, but you're not going to get as much power as Illustrator, obviously. But that's it. That's a real quick, easy demo there. So let's go ahead and go into this next feature. The next feature is going to be create outline. So what that does is I got my house selected here. It's going to do an offset path. So what that is just going to throw a real quick cut line around. This will help a lot of people who don't know how to do offset paths so they can make their own design. Throw it in here, do a quick offset path like that, and then you have control of it with this slider here. So if you slide it over to the right, it's going to make it way bigger. And you can do an inwards offset where it's going to do its best to do the inward cutout depending on how big you make that. So that's pretty much that there. Now, the other feature that they added is this positioning scale here. So as you see right now, it's the x-axis and the y-axis are these two here. That's where it's positioned on the board. So let's say, for example, you're going to print this house 100 times, but you're going to exit out of the Glowforge. All you have to do is remember where the x-axis is and the y-axis. So for example, I'm going to put 5 here, and that's going to move. Whoops, that was the offset path. Let me delete that. Go to the house here. So we're going to go ahead and put 5, and that's going to position it right on the 5 inches. As you see right there's 5 inches. It's going to do as centered as possible with that image on 5 inches. And then we're going to do 5 inches on the y-axis. Now if I need to print this house 100 times in the exact same spot, if I needed a jig or something, you don't even need a jig because you know it's going to print in that exact same area every single time. So technically you could still make a jig if you needed that one item, but you could know that it's going to land perfect in that exact same spot every single time with this position option. And then obviously you have your scale option here too. So you can make the width and the height of this house different sizes or different proportions. So like I can make this 3 inches and then make this one 4 inches. Whoops, let me erase that. And then obviously it's going to try to hold that positioning there. And then if you want, you can actually shrink this and you can scale this out by holding your shift key down. So you see how it's scaled out like that? That was just because I was holding the right shift key. But if I let go of the shift key, it'll scale in proportion. But if I hold it again, then I can shrink it again, just like that. So those are pretty much the new features there. Those are the new features. Personally, my opinions on this, I probably am not going to pay for the premium features if this is going to be the only features that come out. If they release something really cool that I absolutely can't live without, then maybe. But this is going to be for the basic user who can't do design or just doesn't want to do designing and just wants a quick, easy print. I do a lot more technical work, so that's something that I can live without all of these, because all of these are pre-built into my files there. Now, one thing that I do not like about this new beta features here, or premium features, is, let's say my design is this big right here, and then, for example, let's say we have this word house and it's right here in my design. So it uploads just like this. Let me get this circle out of the way so it makes more sense. So let's say this is my design here. It uploads straight to the Glowforge interface. And I want to just move this word house down like a little bit. If you click on it, look, you can't click on it anymore because this giant position window pops up in front of you. So the only way you're going to be able to click on that again is if you click off, click and hold, and then drag while you're on top of this box, which is annoying. Or you're going to have to use this hand tool, move this down, and then go back to the selection tool, click on that house, and then you're going to be able to use that. This is going to be another thing that everybody's going to ask, how to get rid of that box. And what I'm going to say is you can't get rid of this box right now. Things that I would love if they changed is if in this drop down right here, they had a toggle switch just like this one that said remove the positioning window. So that way it would shut that off, and then when I want it, I could turn it on if I'm actually going to use it instead of drag and drop like I've used for the past year. So obviously there's a lot of people who would want that changed. Hopefully they will change that. I'm sure that they will in the future. So that's one thing that's really annoying to me with this new feature. But like I said, it's only going to get better. It's only in beta right now, so I'm sure they'll work all that out. One other thing that I would change that I think I and a lot of people already want is the set focus button as its own button up here. I would love it to be like right here, just says set focus, big bold letters, so you know to hit that set focus every single time. I know it tries to do it automatic if you forget it, but if you have a small piece of wood in here and it sets focused automatically and it hits the crumb tray, that's going to throw the whole print off and your whole alignment view off. So that would be a benefit if they can make that a separate button. So that's just me giving my personal input on it. And then one last thing I want to point out to you guys is they did announce this Pro pass-through feature here. They're rolling this out over the course of, I think, the next 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, to Pro users. I think it's a rolling release. I don't think it's going to release all at one time. So just keep an eye out for that new Pro pass-through. This is a pretty cool feature. Now, this one is awesome, and luckily this is not going to be a paid feature because this is something that they promised from the very start. So don't worry about this. You won't have to pay for this from what I've been told and whatever has been said in that announcement. So that's a nice feature. I do have this. I'm going to make an entire video on this separate. I'm not going to get into this today. Other than I can say this is an awesome feature. It does work well with cuts. There's a slight hiccup that I've seen with engravings, just a small little line that you'll notice from time to time. But like I said at the very beginning of this video, all of these are in beta, so they are going to have hiccups and testing period here. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I explained it as detailed as possible while keeping the video as short as possible. I know you guys don't like the longer videos, but I like to be as detailed as possible for you guys. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you guys next time.